I'm a little late to this excerpt, but since Brotherhood is coming out very soon, I figured I should catch up on it anyway, and as always, I'm so glad that I did. I've read several excerpts over the years, and this might just be my favorite one as it brings back a big fan favorite character, Dexter Jettster. The excerpt opens up in Dex's diner as Obi-Wan shows him some hollows of the incident that happened on Cato Neimoidia. As always, Dex is the kind of guy that knows everything and is Obi-Wan's go-to for all sorts of information, and we get quite a lot. This part of the story goes into Obi-Wan creating his plan to look into the explosion. From Dex, we learn that the Neimoidians are going to be difficult to work with as their brains are wired for calculation and they see everything as a risk. So Obi-Wan really needs to nail down how he is going to go about approaching them. As they discuss this, Dex has to stop Obi-Wan several times because all he's doing is pulling up numbers and facts, but that is not enough. The Republic is being blamed for the attack on Cato Neimoidia, the Separatists are denying that it was them, and while Nute Gunray works with the Separatists, the rest of Cato Neimoidia deems themselves neutral and says that Nute Gunray is an extremist. So until the facts line up with whoever is responsible, Obi-Wan is going to have to take a different approach. This excerpt also has two pretty interesting additions. One is a direct quote from the book saying Obi-Wan had known Dex a long time, going back to a youthful misadventure out in the unknown regions, which makes me wonder if that is in reference to the events of the upcoming young adult novel Padawan written by Kristen White, which would be a beautiful tie-in. The second big mention is when we learn where he gets the name Ben. Apparently during his time on Mandalore, Obi-Wan told Dex the story that when Obi-Wan was guarding Duchess Satine of Mandalore, she gave him the nickname Ben, which clearly stuck around and will make me cry even harder when I hear that name mentioned in the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series. But these are two phenomenal references from this excerpt, and I can already tell that this book is going to be truly delightful. But before it ends, Obi-Wan figures out his plan. His goal is to see if he can turn Cato Neimoidia into an ally and make it seem like neutrality is the risky move. Then maybe he'll be able to convince them that the Republic is not responsible for the bombing. But of course, you can't end a scene at Dex's diner without Wanda, the server droid, whom Dex asks to brew them a new pot of calf since they're going to be there for a while. This is such a well-written excerpt, and let's face it, just having Dex and his diner back for a small scene will bring joy to all of the prequel fans. But what are your thoughts? Does this add to your excitement for Brotherhood? What do you think of Dex's cameo? And how well do you think Obi-Wan's plan will work? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As always, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.